In about 2 hours, I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner. Alright, it is going to be in the next video that I post on this channel, so stay tuned, press the subscribe button so you are going to be notified. Having said that though guys, my question of today is, have you lost your faith in XRP? The reason I am asking you guys that is because yesterday we saw some massive FUD come by and a lot of people were really negative. And I'm wondering if you guys have also lost your faith. And maybe you're not an XRP guy. Then another question for you is, do you think the voting will end today, or do you think it will, still take up tomorrow as well? Having said that, make sure you also check out the Growth Masters Academy. Pretty cool. All right, give you guys some free tips over on there. Check it out. Having said that, I have been browsing TradingView all day. Why? Well, anytime there's such a big change in the world, like the US election, stocks do some crazy stuff, all right? So when I analyzed my own portfolio, but especially here the big stocks that are out there, I noticed something very interesting. And if you scroll down here, I think you'll notice it yourself, all right? Alibaba and PayPal are the only two out of this whole list that are going down, which again is very interesting. Why is it doing that? What is going on behind that? Well, I looked up a little bit, and even though this channel here is not about stocks normally, there are a couple of important links here because, well, Jack Ma, Alibaba, they've talked about stablecoins. They're, I guess, in China, which is a different area as well. And they might be going for something like a CBDC or to help out with something like that. With that in the back of my head, when I looked at the article here, I was kind of amazed because China stopped Jack Ma's $35 billion ant IPO from going ahead. And the reason I'm saying I found that strange is because China had made kind of a promise that the next 5 years was going to be heavy on tech development. So them stopping such a very important IPO right now is rather interesting, all right? As of this point, I don't necessarily know. There had been a significant change in the regulatory environment, but that was basically all that we heard. So I can't give you guys too much on that, but still, it is so strange that they blocked that, all right? And that might spell out some things for CBDC that is to come, and it could also mean something for the other cryptos that are, originated in China or, that are surviving there right now. It might say something about those. And the next part was about PayPal, which is also going down. Well, PayPal has actually just announced some rather interesting things, like, if I got it open, right here, they've been talking much about trying to up their limits, increase their limits, expansion plans, yada. I'll be talking about that a little bit more today, but I'm thinking that the people did not like that crypto move too much, which made the price go down. Having said that, let's talk more about crypto prices. For Bitcoin, I find it pretty interesting to see that our prediction and our analysis was pretty much correct, and it even happened kind of sooner than we anticipated. But listen to me on this one once more. What we're expecting for Bitcoin is to either test the top side here at 13.8 and break it. I mean, we've already kind of, touched a higher level than our previous high, so it's already pretty damn bullish. But I told you guys before, we could stay within this range for a little bit, even the bigger range all the way down to about 12.5 exactly to the dot. But most likely within this range, which we stayed now overnight, so that is kind of interesting. And then either test the top or go down to this area. It's one of the two. And if we breach this one, we kind of have some free room because, well, the next fib level is right around 16 point something thousand or 15.6 thousand here, which is going to be our next major level. But if we look at historics, if you look at the past, this is actually the 1 hour, so it's pretty hard to see. But if you check the 1 day, you can see for yourself, this was the highest point, all right? And the next highest point has only been in the bull run all the way back in 2017-18. So, yeah, if we really go past this a little bit further, we're already in the clear. I mean, kind of we're already in the clear for already surpassing the highest point in so long, which was about 13.8 thousand because we hit about 14. But still, we're not that certain. We could also go for a little bit of a stranger pattern where, again, we correct a little bit to move up higher once more. I don't know exactly which of the scenarios is going to come out. I'm not a fortune teller, but this is what I'm thinking, all right? And guys, by the way, I keep recommending you guys to check out the Growth Masters Academy, but I want to hit 50 likes on this video right now. I already have another video planned. You know, I can upload it right now, or actually I can publish it right now, but we're going to need 50 likes on this one. So check it out here. I just want to make it so I only post a new video once we hit 50. So I know there's some people, you know, engaging. We don't need much. 50 I think can definitely be done if we get so many views. So check it out, help me out, and let's get on with the video. So to quickly come down to this one again, to tell you guys what I am doing here, I am thinking about riding the wave. So riding the wave downwards and then upwards, but I don't know. I'm also debating to sell if we breach this level here at about 12.5, or sorry guys, at 13.3. The only problem with that is that it's going to be a very small move from 12. You know, once I take the move, we're already most likely at about 13,000, and I would kind of quit it already a little bit above 12.5. So it would only be like maybe a $300-$400 move that I could, you know, take. So I might be able to do that, but it's kind of a risky one, you know, because I don't want to expose myself from Bitcoin. I definitely want to stay involved right now because the chance of going up are a lot bigger than the chance of going down. So yeah, I want to stay close to it. Look at this, guys. It is looking beautiful. It's looking very, very juicy. And thus, again, I'm really watching it closely because I think there's some big money to be made right here. Then to kind of get back to the point I made in the beginning of the video, a lot of people right now are very bearish on XRP. But in my opinion, it is the more FUD, the more bullish you should be. Because negative publicity is still publicity. And I don't really know exactly where all these theories right now are coming from, but it could also be a campaign of some sort, you know, to try hunt all these prices down or something like that. I don't really know, but I don't really get why people would go so negative all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden, a big change of heart. I don't get why you would go for something like that. If you do, I mean, it's completely fine. You do your thing, but I personally don't get why this is happening. But yeah, I think it's something really, really good. You're seeing right now that a lot of people are turning against you, which again means more and more and more that you're reaching a masser audience, a bigger audience. Election day pump, 4 reasons Bitcoin spiked 2% in 30 minutes. Yeah, I kind of wanted to check into this one until I noticed it's not really the case, all right? I mean, Bitcoin is not doing that extraordinary right now. And if we check the weekly or even the daily here, it's pretty all over the place. So I don't know exactly where we would fit in. And it's also pretty difficult to determine exactly where Bitcoin lies on the global scale. Because, I mean, if we look at the large cap coins, everything is doing pretty damn well. I wanted to still say here, actually. Everything is still doing pretty damn well. And, I mean, Bitcoin is just kind of following along with that move. It's not doing anything much more heavy than that, really. So, from that perspective, I don't really know exactly what to go for and you know, what to put it at. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that one? Has Bitcoin made a crazy move due to the election? Or is it just following S&P? Or is that also because of the election? You know, because we kind of thought that if the election were to be negative or some negative outcome were to come, that stock prices would fall and Bitcoin would flourish. But right now it is stock prices go up and Bitcoin flourishes, which means that either there's still a positive correlation, which would be bad because the purpose would then not be there, or it's just a coincidence, which could also be. But again, when I'm talking about this, I'm also talking about XRP. And as you can see, it's kind of funny because Bitcoin, XRP, and wrapped, I don't even know what this is. Wrapped Bitcoin, I've never heard of that one before. Whatever, maybe I got myself some free money again. Did this just come out, or what is this? Wrapped Bitcoin. I'm going to be looking that up after this video here quickly. I'm going to note it down. Wrapped Bitcoin. Never heard about that. Wrapped Bitcoin is a fairly new innovation that effectively brings Bitcoin to the Ethereum blockchain. Alright, I've missed out on something, I guess. It's on CoinMarketCap. Okay. Wrapped Bitcoin is a fairly new innovation. One of the main use cases for Wrapped lies in decentralized finance, so DeFi. Okay. Yeah, that might be why I haven't seen it before. I don't like DeFi too much, but I mean, it's overtaking the market cap by storm. DeFi is very, very popular because, I mean, it makes a lot of people a lot of money really quickly, you know. That's why people like it, but it's interesting. I'm going to be looking that up a little bit. YouTube will end full-day masthead reservations like Trump bought for Election Day. YouTube will discontinue full-day reservations for its masthead ads beginning in 2021. The company said the changes give advertisers more budget flexibility, and the company has faced pressure for transparency on its advertising process as President was able to reserve key election dates on the masthead. Yeah, and they're going to be changing that, I guess. Let me quickly turn that off, which is going to be rather interesting once more. But alright. XRP falls back. Let's see this one. XRP falls back to support. Will it bounce or will it break down? So when I checked out the chart that they have provided here, it's actually pretty cool to see that, yeah, you know, we kind of broke the trend here that was kind of going on since the middle of September. And by the way, if you're hearing any loud noise, possibly it is the laptop overheating or something like that. I don't know. It always does these crazy things. But looking at the bigger picture from all of it, it's not like we went outside of the range really, right? We're still within the range here, and it's really a question of what's going to be happening just the next couple of days to really decide if the movement is broken or if we're seeing something very negative. I would say that this can kind of be cleared up by the bigger picture of it all. And from that perspective, again, I'm kind of saying, you know, let's wait it out. Let's see what's going to be happening here, because today, XRP already made a move that a lot of people did not expect, that I personally didn't even expect. So again, maybe XRP will just keep going up here to not fall down to those levels, but I guess it is all to be seen. And then another one here. So who told us XRP cross-border transactions were just a test, and the true goal of Ripple was that derivatives market, or also known as all the money? Yep, Kendra Hill Vega protocol will soon be live. Side note to all the Kendra haters. Oh, and then a little finger right there. So the problem is, you know, it's a lot of DeFi type of stuff, and I mean, I can't say I'm really too happy with all of that. But the thing is, I've also seen Ari and I've seen a couple of others post that DeFi on XRP, or all the use cases that, you know, the Flare is going to be bringing, are only positive things because you get a lot more developers on there. So that kind of means you're going to be building out from that perspective, and it can maybe compare to Ethereum's level at one point in the future if they keep on building. And I guess to compare with Ethereum, you just need a very, very big pool of developers. And what's the easiest way to get them on? Well, if you give them some use case, yeah, to develop on or to work with. Now this says here, think of cross-border payments as a nice testing ground to prepare Ripple for the use case they have been focused on since the very beginning. The true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of the transactions which take place in the derivatives market, so why do they not make this public knowledge? For multiple reasons, the most important one being that they're not ready. They're missing a piece of the puzzle, and that piece is called Codius. Well, what I have to say for this one, the most important part about all of this is just, I think right now there's too much of a I guess, uncertainty going on. And even though I'm kind of part of that, I should not be making so many different strange pieces of speculation, because what we saw with the gas theory is that it's built mostly upon speculation and ideas of what could potentially maybe possibly happen in another universe. But the real core of what is going on and what is factual, a lot of people don't get that picture anymore. A lot of people don't know necessarily what exactly is going on. And I see that as a very big problem. You know, I would love if all we're talking about here is just facts. But another problem to that is that Ripple can't give out everything, and that then there would not be that much to do, right? If you think about it here, if we only talk about facts, only what Ripple has publicly announced, we won't get that far. Why? Because they're only announcing these very, very big things, or things that are really involved with media, but the stuff that's happening in the background, the connections that are being made, they often don't discuss. And then you can kind of debate about whether or not that is factual or, you know, speculation, because I mean, if they're published by a third party, it doesn't mean they're necessarily fake, so they might still be facts. But Ripple is not involved with all and everything as much as they could be, which could be a lot better for us. And I'm thinking maybe this is because they don't want to give us all the attention just quite yet. I mean, we saw them really work heavily on the Twitter campaign and stuff like that with the advertisements, but in terms of articles, I think they could do way better ones if they wanted to, but still they're deciding not to do that. They're deciding more to talk about the environment and things that give you goodwill rather than technical updates. Now, a little bit later today, I'm going to be talking about some technical updates that David Schwartz has told us about, because it's not like they're not doing it, but I think they could do it a lot more. You know, I think they could do it a lot more severe. And again, I want to discuss that a little bit later, because I still think their technology is going to be completely insane. Here, Ripple executive says proposed XRP upgrade will be a game changer. I definitely can agree with that. But there's so much FUD, and most of it is based upon the idea that some connection might be made in the future, and then you build another 3 of those layers on top of that of more speculation and stuff. But yeah, Guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. And you can always discuss with me in the comment section. I try to read almost every single comment, unless they're spammy Telegram ones, but I try to read everything. So if you have a question or you want to say something, comment it down below. And also make sure you check out the Growth Masters Academy. A link is in the description below.